into our country. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, Governor Abbott. All y'all. Shame.
Blaming the governor.
Shame on you guys. This is ridiculous. You're gonna do whatever you can to suppress our votes. You already gerrymandered everything. You just gotta make it worse. You just gotta make it harder, huh?
Shut up, silly woman.
That's okay.
This morning, I cried into my husband's arms because I fully believed that people don't help black women. They never would. They never will.
Stop it.
And even as far as like doctors, nurses, it's scary to be a black woman. It's scary to be a smart black woman, you know, in Texas. I woke up scared. I cried hard.
Oh my
And then
God.
I sat down with my feelings. And then I sent a message to the people who are still in my Discord, just telling them to, you know, don't feel hopeless. We did our part. We told people to get out there. We told people to vote. We told people to please trust someone other than what we've been trying. You know what I mean? I told them to, you know, feel your feelings, but don't forget to get back up and keep moving, okay? I told them that there's beauty out there. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I've even sent beauty out there. You know what I mean? Beauty is out there.
Beauty is out there. Beauty. Where is it? What are we talking about? Visuals or politics? Or identity politics? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. What is she talking about?
Okay.
Well, it looks like Jasmine Crockett lost down there. She was right.
And I'm not one to kick someone when they're down, but I do want to emphasize the obvious. And that is she overplayed her hand in so many ways. She didn't focus on policy. She was too focused on theatrics.
That part right there.
When you spend your entire political career pandering, using identity politics as a way to get attention, being cantankerous, being loud, being argumentative, politics is about bipartisan help. It's about bipartisan efforts to get legislation passed for the American people. If most of the people do not like working with you because your soft skills are not great, you can tell me how intelligent she is all day long. That's not going to matter. Even her own party did not want her. Her own party pushed her out, and she's aware of that, which is why she very tearfully said about a week ago she couldn't believe that her party was doing this to her. She expressed her feelings of betrayal and even went on to detail some of their own racism by saying that they were darkening her skin in her campaign ads. Now, why would they do that? One might ask. You guys know why.
It amazes me how they act like they don't understand why they lost. How do you play the blame game when you see the things that people are saying on social media about your antics and the things that you know you're doing? Right? She knows she's doing this. She's not married, no kids, 46 years old, and she playing race politics. Right? Everything is, you know, Donald Trump bad. She can't be surprised that they pushed her out. The Democratic Party knows exactly the direction and the state that they're in, and they chose to go the opposite direction.
Done. And so she quickly realized what was happening. But the moment that she said that publicly, Republicans took that and said, see, the Democratic Party used you to help them secure the 92% of the black vote with black women and others. And now that they don't need you anymore, they moved on to someone else, and they could care less about supporting you and helping you win because they don't want you representing the Texas Senate. Jasmine Crockett she lost recently. And the first thing she did is realize if she wants to run again, as a Democrat, she would not be able to tell the truth. She wouldn't be able to repeat what she said last week. So she switched things up and said, this is what the Republicans do.
So Texans put on their cowboy boots and gave Jasmine Crockett a good swift boot to the ass today. Several months ago, she was kicked out of the House. And then she decided to run for Senate. And this is what I don't get. You got an education that's reportedly worth about $1 billion, literally. And I don't know what made her think that she could even win the Senate when they didn't even want her in the House.
Them nails.
I mean, come on, you can do better than that, girl. Let me talk to you in layman's terms, which the language that you use that you understand. Honey, I don't know what you was thinking, because if you got kicked out the House, you ought to know that they don't want you in the Senate, honey, okay? You can take your wig and your eyelashes and you can go on now. You done got your little money from the Democrat Party and the Soros Foundation for talking your shit about Orange Man bad and saying all you can say about Republicans. They didn't got you. They didn't got their entertainment out you, girl. Now they done with your ass.
Y'all some unstable creatures. See, I ain't gonna say the B word. I'm gonna say unstable creatures.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do.
Oh my God.
And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why. So I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So I love y'all too. Thank you so very much for being here. Love you down. I love you down, Dallas.
I think that Jasmine Crockett lost the Senate primary because he don't want an outspoken, independent black woman in office. But the real reason might be even more uncomfortable. And it has less to do with qualifications than it does how Americans choose our leaders. Time and time again, American politics reveals something that people don't want to talk about. Most voters, even if they claim to be progressive, when it's time to vote, they're looking for that traditional life energy. I'm serious. Look, most of the non-black liberals I know, even the super progressive ones, are still doing the same thing. They're getting married. They're having children. They're buying houses. And they're worried about schools. So when voters see a race between Jasmine Crockett, an accomplished black lawyer who has many degrees, versus James Tallarico, a Presbyterian former school teacher from Round Rock who basically looks like a Mexican Mr. Rogers, they're thinking, who looks like the person that's going to keep my neighborhood safe, my schools open, and my kids okay? And that's really the calculation.
Hey, come get this nigga, man!
Got to weigh in on it. So there's a lot of conversation trending right now about Jasmine Crockett's loss and how it was the Hispanic community that let her down. And as a person who is both African American and Hispanic American, I grew up in between both of those worlds, and I can absolutely say beyond a shadow of a doubt, yeah, they did. The Hispanics let you down. And I want to dig into that because, you know, as somebody who identifies as a black woman, first and foremost, proudly, always, I grew up listening to my Mexican family talk shit about black folks. Like, my little butt didn't know what they was talking about. Then they would look at me and go, oh, but now you mean he thought, okay, right, so just my dad? You know what I'm saying? That proximity to whiteness is real in the Hispanic community, and people don't want to talk about it, but it is real. Now, you have two different classifications of Hispanics. So you have the Afro-Latinos, who obviously appear black. You know, they have the coarser hair, curlier hair, the moreno skin, like a little bit darker skin. And then you have the blanquitos, the ones that are kind of white passing. And then the ones in the middle sometimes will even try to lean into that. They'll dye their hair blonde, or they'll do little things to kind of make them assimilate. They'll straighten their hair, all those kind of things. And we're taught this from a young age. I mean, my grandfather, God rest him, told me to marry a white man when I was little. And he said, this way my children won't live with a curse or live with a hard life. So he wasn't out and out racist. His reasonings, I understood it. But let's not pretend like this doesn't happen in the Hispanic community. And at the end of the day, Hispanic folks, you guys are voting against your own best interests.
The amount of black people that think Jasmine Crockett should have won just because she's black, or felt like the Democrats have to vote for her because she's a black woman, is crazy to me. And this is why the Democratic Party keeps losing. You guys are not offering anything to anybody other than the fact that, oh, I'm a black woman, vote for me. Did y'all not learn y'all lesson? Why do y'all keep doing this? Mind you, she lost against another Democrat. She didn't even lose against like a Republican, but they're still mad at each other. Now they're mad at, Hispanics because they said that the Latina vote was the reason why she didn't win. But y'all never blame yourself. Y'all always want to point the finger at white people, point the finger at Latino people. Jasmine Crockett is only appealing to a small part of the population. Jasmine Crockett is not appealing to the Latinos. Jasmine Crockett is not appealing to white people, especially. The only community that Jasmine Crockett is appealing to is the black community.
The ratchet.
And you guys seem to think that that's enough to win elections. Elections, you need to appeal to everybody. Jasmine Crockett, with her hood rat persona, that was her thing. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Jasmine Crockett, she was kind of entertaining for a while. It was kind of cool seeing, somebody with weave and eyelashes, because I wear it too.
I'm tired of being the pretty girl that's mad thick at work. Shit is annoying. It's draining. Every day I come to work, somebody in my face.
I get that it's cool for representation, but you have to bring more to the table than just saying, look at me, I'm a black girl. I do dance videos and rap music. I'm a black woman and I don't take no shit. I get it. It worked for Trump. Trump doesn't take no shit. He says whatever he wants. Jasmine Crockett tried to do the same thing and it worked for a minute, but now it's not working anymore. People are kind of tired of you have to bring more to the table than just talking shit.
Look, at the end of the day ends. All right, Jasmine Crockett, she had to know that this wasn't going to work out. All right, maybe the people, her constituents, the people in her party, made her think that they was going to help her move forward. But we see what it is, man. You ain't got no family, you ain't got no husband, you're appealing to a small demographic that at this point is almost irrelevant because, the state of Texas is, Latinos dominate the population in the state of Texas now anyway. So, you could say the Latinos let you down, the blacks let you down, but at the end of the day, I think Jasmine Crockett let herself down with the image and all the rhetoric and the super black, persona. Strong black woman. At some point, you have to be about policy. This is politics, right? But let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Media Presence 2.0. Make your media presence felt. Catch you on the next one, man.